1. Today we're doing solving equations with variables on both sides. So there's an x on the left and an x on the right. It should be not too bad, although this gets confusing for some people because they confuse it with combining like terms on the same side. I will try to make this as easy as I can. Alright, so take out your notes, your calculator, and pencil. Here we go. Alright, first step is always going to be to take our pencil and draw the line through the equal sign. Now notice, I do have an x here and an x here. They're on different sides of the equal sign. So I cannot just add 6 plus 8. Because they're on different sides, I have to use the opposite sign. So I have to move one of them over to the other side. In order to move it, I'm going to do the opposite sign. This is a positive 6, so if I want, I can put a plus 6 there. This is a positive 8, so if I want, I can put a positive 8 there. Alright, now, my advice is always look at the smallest x first. Now, you don't have to do it that way. There are 4 different ways to still get this answer correct. However, for the next chapter, if you will always start with the smallest x first in the next chapter, it's going to make your life so much easier. So just trust me, always start with the smallest x. So I have 8x or 6x. Since 6 is smaller than 8, I will start here. This is plus 6, so I'm going to cancel it by doing minus 6x to both sides. Just like that. Alright, so these cancel. Now I'm left with positive 3 equals, this gives me 8x minus 6x is 2x, and then copy minus 21. Okay, now it's exactly the same as what you already know how to do. So that's the only new thing that I'm teaching you today. Hopefully you know how to solve it from here. So minus 21 is on the same side as x, so I will cancel it by doing plus 21. 3 plus 21 gives me 24, and the 21 minus 21 cancels. Now 2 is touching my x, I don't want that, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. This gives me 12 equals x. And that's it, that's my answer. Now, a lot of you are surely wondering, Mr. Robertson, can I check my answer? Oh, yes, you can. So we're going to hit the magic copy button and copy it over here. All right. So I'm going to put a little line here so you know that this is me checking. All right. So to check the answer, I'm going to put everything exactly the same, except this time, when I see an x, I will put a blank. So x blank, x blank. Okay? Now, instead of that x, I'm going to put 12, because you told me 12 is the same as x. I can substitute them. All right? So 12 goes here and here. Just like when we were checking everything else. However, before you were able to fake it when you were checking. Now you cannot fake it. You have to do both sides. So on my calculator, hit 6 parentheses 12 parentheses plus 3 equals, and my calculator says that is 75. Now on the right side, 8 parentheses 12 parentheses minus 21 equals, that also says 75. So if those are the same, I know my answer is good, and I can smile like that. Okay, so let's try this problem. Do you think you can do this one? Give it a try. Go ahead, hit pause, try it, and then come back. Alright, so there's my line. I'm going to look at my x's. They're both positive right now. My smallest x is 3x. So it was positive, now I'm going to subtract. So I subtract 3x from both sides. Those cancel. Make sure you copy the minus with the 9. Very important that you copy the minus. And then 12 minus 3 is 9. Copy the 27. Now you should already know what to do. This is plus 27, so I will subtract 27 from both sides. This is on the same side as x, so that's why I moved it over. It's on the same side as x, but is not touching x. So these guys cancel. My whole goal is to get x all alone, so I need to move this away from x. Negative 9 minus 27 is negative 36. And now 9 is touching my x. I don't want anyone touching my x, so I'm going to divide those two. Negative 36 divided by 9 is negative 4. And there we go. Again, so easy to check your answer. Why wouldn't you do that if you were taking a quiz or a test? I know I would. Oh, I don't have much room. Here, I'll put it right there. Alright, so I'm going to write everything exactly the same. Just like this. But instead of x, I'm going to put negative 4 here and here. So I take out my calculator. I do 3 parentheses negative 4 parentheses minus 9 equals, and that gives me negative 21. Over here I do 12 parentheses negative 4 parentheses plus 27 equals, and it also gives me negative 21. Yay! We got it right. Alright, let's move on. This time we have some distribution. We've already done distribution, so really you should know how to do this whole thing. Go ahead, hit pause, try it, and then come back. Alright, it looks like you've got this. So negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 5, negative times negative is a positive. So right now, you should check, did you get a positive 20? Oh, I hope so. And then over here, 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 4 positive is 8. Okay, next I'm going to look at my smallest x. Now, this is where it starts to get a little confusing for people. Which number is smaller, negative 4 or 2? Well, if you're thinking about a temperature or your bank account, you would much rather have 2. 2 is warmer or better for money anyways than negative 4. Negative 4 is very cold, very small. So let's cancel the negative 4. If you did minus 2 to both sides, that's okay. It's just going to make your life much more difficult. Those cancel, and I copy my plus 20. That is 6x plus 8. X is on the right side, so I want to cancel the number that's not touching x, move it over here by subtracting 8. This gives me 12 equals 6x because the 8's cancel. 6 is touching my x. I don't want them touching, so I'm going to divide. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So x equals 2. Can I check this answer? Oh, you better believe it, Pepe. Let's hit that duplicate button and move it over here. Alright, I'm going to copy it again. This time I'm admitting I'm going to be a little bit lazy about this. So instead of x, I'm going to put a big old blank there. So I'm just going to erase those x's like so. And then instead of x, what number should I put? You guessed it, 2. 2 is the number I should put there. So here we go. 2 instead of x, 2 instead of x. On my calculator, I type negative 4 parentheses 2 minus 5 parentheses equals, and you should have said 12. Then on the right side, 2 parentheses 2 plus 4 parentheses equals also 12. Yeehaw! I've gotten 3 answers in a row. Next, we'll have a real-life problem. Hey, these two angles are exactly the same. You know that from geometry, hopefully. So since they're the same, that means they are equal. So if I want to, whoops, I got rid of my drawing. So if I want to, I could just put an equal sign there. So think of those two things as equal. Let me rewrite it. 4x minus 2 equals 5x minus 8. There are 2 parts to this question. One is to solve for x. The other is to find the angle. Well, let's solve for x first. As usual, we're going to subtract or add the smallest x. In this case, I'm going to do Since this was plus 4, I'm going to minus 4x from both sides because 4 is smaller than 5. Those cancel, and I copy. Finally, I'm going to add 8 to both sides, just like that, and I get 6 equals x. Okay, that answers part A. Part B tells me to find the angle. Oh, part B is so easy to do. I'm going to copy my equation, but this time, instead of x, I'm going to put a blank. Does this sound familiar? Yes, it's the same way we check our answers. So instead of x, I'm going to put 6. And now we're ready to go. So in my calculator, 4 times 6 minus 2 equals 22. 5 times 6 minus 8 equals also 22. So what is this angle that's not drawn to scale? 22 degrees. So part B, 22 degrees. Okay, now there are 2 special types of equations that you will see. One is when all of the x's cancel and the statement left is true. The other is when all the x's cancel and it's false. So the important thing is all x's cancel. All of these are when there are no x's left. So when it's true, you're going to put infinite solutions. Infinite solutions. And if all of them cancel, you'll write no solution. Okay, let me show you what we mean. So you go ahead, try solving this just like normal and see what happens. Go ahead, do it. Do it, go ahead. Hit pause, try it, and then come back. All right, you did it, good job. All right, so we're gonna take that 3 and distribute, multiply to both of those. So I copy the left side, equals 3 times 6x is 18x, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Next, I'll take the smallest x and get rid of that. Well, they're both the same size, so it doesn't really matter which one I chose. I'm going to minus 18x. All right, when I do that, that means that these and those will all cancel. And then I copy what's left. Negative 5 equals negative 6. So you will notice there's only a letter, or there's only a number on the left and a number on the right. There's no letter anywhere. If there are no letters, then your only choices are infinite solutions or no solutions. It's infinite solutions if it's true. So is this true? Does negative 5 equal negative 6? No, that is not true. So since it's not true, we will put no solution. So right here, you're going to write, or in my case type, no solution. Okay, let's see another example. I bet you already know the answer to this one. So we would distribute the 3 to both of those. That would give me 3x minus 12. I forgot to draw my line. There we go. So I would subtract my smallest x, which was 3x minus 3x. Those cancel, those cancel. I have negative 12 equals negative 12. There are no letters anywhere. Since there are no letters, my only choices are infinite solutions or no solution. Infinite solutions means it's true. Does negative 12 equal negative 12? Yes. Since they're both equal, I'm going to write infinite solutions. Oops. Solutions. There we go. And that's my answer. Well, sadly, that's all the time we have for today. Hey, you guys know where to find me if you need me, and make sure you're doing that homework tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, everybody. Goodbye. Cue the music. Hey, music guy, hit play. There we go.